The midsize truck right now is absolutely on fire. There are tons of people buying these smaller trucks, and even some people that are switching brands for the new ones that have been coming out. And today we're going to talk to one such customer. This is Andrew. So, how's it going?
Good, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. So about a year ago, we actually filmed a video with your previous truck, which was a Ford Ranger, and since you've switched to this sweet looking Jeep Gladiator. So let's take a look. Now this is the truck in question. It's a 2021 Jeep Gladiator. So Andrew, come on in and tell me a little bit about this. So what made you switch from the Ford Ranger to a Gladiator?
So I really had no complaints with the Ford Ranger. It's a great truck. I've always said my favorite two vehicles have been a second gen Tacoma and a JK Rubicon. I always said if you could put those two vehicles together, it'd be a perfect vehicle. And when the Gladiator came out, I was like, this is the vehicle I want to get, but the price was just outrageous. So that's why I went with the Ford Ranger. And the Ford Ranger is a great truck. I have no complaints with it. Drove great. Probably one of the best all-around little trucks you can get. But I was browsing one day and they had $8,000 off a sport model. And so I traded in and got the sport model. I think it was $35K for a sport model, so it was pretty close in price to the Ranger. And then just 2 months ago, with this crazy car market going on, I ended up actually trading in the Sport S, got $5K more than what I paid for it, and got a discount on the Rubicon. So it was a $9,000 swing for pretty much doing nothing for a year newer, plus a Rubicon model. So it was an awesome deal and I couldn't pass it up.
This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. I love a proper set of power tools in the garage, and it's the same deal when it comes to grooming. Manscaped just came out with the waterproof lawnmower 4.0, and the only thing better than that is the Performance Package 4.0 bundle. It's got performance right in the name. This all-in-one kit has everything you need to impress the ladies, including replaceable ceramic blades, wireless charging, and a built-in LED. Manscaped even offers the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer in their Performance Pack, and of course a bottle of ball deodorant. To make sure you never run out of supplies, get enrolled in the Peak Hygiene Plan. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off your order, plus free international shipping, and a free travel bag, and a pair of boxer briefs when you use the promo code FastlaneTruck at checkout. Trust me, your balls and your body will thank you. Based on your choices of trucks, I'm assuming that you mostly use them for off-road and not as much for towing?
Yep, not much of a tower, definitely off-roading. Just went on a trip to Moab with some friends. Going to be doing the Rubicon Trail here in a couple weeks. So a lot of adventures, overlanding. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the truck's been great so far.
So how does the Rubicon compare to the Sport Off-Road? Because I'm assuming you took the Sport Off-Road as well.
This is a pretty much bare bones Rubicon. Obviously the lockers, the sway bar disconnect makes it super nice, and I've had no complaints with it. Those lockers were amazing in Moab. It makes life so much easier, and it just crawls up whatever you want it to go up.
So definitely a noticeable difference with the upgrade to the Rubicon Trail.
Oh yeah, big time, and super happy with this. I couldn't be happier. Even my wife, she's become a big Jeep fan. We got her a Jeep JL here a couple months ago, so a Jeep family now for sure.
Nice, so you've got the truck and the SUV.
And the SUV, yep.
That's awesome. So, Pentastar V6, right?
That's correct, yes.
And you spec'd it with automatic transmission?
Automatic transmission, the 8-speed. I love the transmission on this vehicle. It's probably been my favorite transmission in any vehicle I've had. It's super smooth. Obviously with the bigger tires, definitely need a re-gear, but it's been awesome.
So how is the power up here at altitude and like you mentioned with the bigger tires?
It's not too bad. Like I said, this is stock gearing, 410s. It definitely needs a re-gear with the 37-inch tires. I'm in Albuquerque. We're at 5,000 feet, so it shifts okay, but I wouldn't say it's ideal. It definitely needs a re-gear.
Nice. And how hard was it to fit the 37s? Did you have to do a good amount of suspension work?
So this is just the regular 2-inch Mopar lift, nothing special On the sport model, I actually had the Metal Cloak 3.5 Game Changer lift, which is the upper and lower control arms adjustable. But sadly, I couldn't hold on to that. I sold that to my neighbor so I could get his suspension to swap over to the old vehicle. And I didn't want to spend that kind of money again, so I thought I'd ended up trying the Mopar lift, which is $1,200 I think for everything. And so far I've been pretty happy with it. No complaints. It's been good. It's been smooth. And the nice thing, it's been all the weight in back, it's been taking that without no sag, which was a big thing with the Metal Cloak springs. They sag in the back and they wouldn't hold the weight. So far I've been pretty happy. I'm sure I'll probably jump up to something a little better at some point, but so far this has been great for me.
Nice. Now, we'll definitely make our way to the back in just a moment and check out everything that you've modified there. But let's start at the front with this bumper. So this is an aftermarket bumper, right?
Yeah, this is a Rugged Ridge. I think it's called the Arcus bumper. I really liked it because it kind of looks OEM. It's lightweight, integrates great with the lower skid plate, and it just fits really good and makes it look very OEM.
Then you've got this Warren winch. What is this rated for?
This is the VR Evo 10S with a synthetic line, so it's been great.
Have you had to use it yet?
Thankfully, I haven't had to use it yet. It's been good.
And then I noticed that your headlights are aftermarket.
Yeah, headlights, these are awesome. This is awesome company. Oracle lights they're called. They actually have the halo around it, and same with the fogs also are both Oracle. They're also coming out with some tail lights. Instead of the square bulky tail lights, they're actually coming with something that rounds it off a little bit more, so you're not, knocking off those headlights, which you do off-road quite often.
Very cool. And I see you've also got some KCs here by the A-pillar.
Yeah, I really like these. I don't remember what the name of them is. I don't think they make these anymore.
Really?
They're a little smaller, more compact, which I really liked, and they're kind of blacked out, and that's why I got them, just because it really integrates really well.
Yeah, and I like the grill on the front of them. They look rugged.
Yep.
And then I notice these extra decals on the hood and behind the fender here.
Yeah, so these are from a company called Pixel Decals. They do decals for, Jeeps, Toyotas, everything. And I got these, put them on, and I really liked it because it just integrated a little more of the red and black with the Rubicon and made it match a little better.
Yeah, and it looks really similar to the factory decals. Now, tell me a little bit about your wheel tire setup here.
So these are the Fuel Covert wheels in candy apple red. I didn't think I'd actually like the red wheels, but I saw it on the Stingray gray color, and I thought, it's different. Not too many people have red wheels, so I decided to go that route, and I think it turned out pretty well. And as for the tires, these are Patagonia 37-inch tires. I've been pretty happy. It's the first time I've ran with them. They're fairly quiet for a hybrid kind of mud train tire. Really quiet, and they perform great off-road.
Now, in terms of off-road, do you do primarily rock crawling, or?
I do a little bit of everything. Like I said, I just went on a trip to Moab, did Hell's Revenge, Hell's Gate, Top of the World, Fins and Things, and then in a couple weeks, I'm really looking forward to going to the Rubicon Trail and really testing out those tight sections. So it's going to be something really fun to look forward to.
Nice, and these tires have performed pretty well all around.
Yeah, I've had no complaints with these tires. They have been awesome.
Way cool. Now, moving along the side, I see actually looking at this rear wheel that you've already had the trail meet up with your truck a little bit. And you've had it for how long?
I've had the Rubicon model for about 2 months.
Okay.
And so pretty much everything swapped over except for the tires, rims, and the suspension. Everything else was on my old Gladiator.
So I see you're already putting this truck to good use.
Oh yeah, already, yeah. It was a great time. I can't wait to go back and do some more trails.
Nice. Now, we have to get to this crazy setup in the back.
Yes.
So, I'm guessing this is your awning?
So this is the Rhino Bat Ring awning. This is awesome. It's 270 degrees. It will fold out all the way to the back. So it provides a lot of shade, and it's super nice.
And then your rooftop tent here looks really rugged. I like the construction of it.
Yeah,
is this all aluminum?
This is, yeah, it's all aluminum. It is awesome. It's called Free Spirit Recreation. I think Go FSR is kind of their shortening for it. And it's a 55-inch wide tent. Super comfortable. I have a 3-inch memory foam mattress in there, and you can sleep forever in here. It is super comfortable. It's also got some insulate. The tent itself is also insulated,
nice,
which is really nice.
Now, this rack system and the box on the side here is pretty cool. I haven't seen one exactly like this in person. What do you use this box for, and where did you get all this?
So this is Leitner Designs. They have all sorts of attachments for this. So it pretty much depends on my setup, where I'm going. I'm actually going to an archery tournament here this weekend, 3D archery tournament. So right now I just have my bow in here. And they also come with these cool things you can buy, and I kind of have just for quick access. It's nice because it's pretty dust proof, waterproof, and this even adds more protection. And so I have, utensils.
Nice. Jet foil?
Yeah, just kind of quick stuff I can get if I need to grab something. So all my utensils, plates, dish soap, everything ready to go, and just makes it quick and easy.
That's perfect. And like you said, I can see it's got a weather seal on it.
Yep.
So really no issues with any water or anything getting in there?
Little dust gets in, but nothing to be too concerned about.
Nice, that's cool. And then hopping around to the middle, I see you have a bunch of Milwaukee boxes here.
Yeah, I love the Milwaukee boxes because they're dust proof, waterproof, and if you get them on a sale, they're super cheap. So I got some extra stuff, food, some more dishes, pots, pans, everything in there, which is really nice.
Yeah, and you have plenty of space left over. Is this usually round about how loaded up you are when
Typically,
you take this truck out?
Yeah, if my wife's coming, we'll have obviously an extra waterproof bag with all our clothes in it. We also have a toilet in there just in case we need it. And it's usually, we're pretty good to go with this setup here.
Yeah, that leaves you with a ton of space. I see also you have a container here. Is this for water?
Yep, this is a water port, super awesome. Pretty much my shower, dishwasher, and it makes life super easy when you're out and needing to clean your dishes or take a quick shower.
So how do you get water pressure from this?
So the nice thing about this is it has actually an attachment when you hook up to your hose. So when you fill up the tank, it pressurizes already. So I'll show you here if I turn it on.
Oh yeah.
So plenty
pretty
of
good water pressure.
You've got all sorts of different nozzles you can do. You can change. So it's super nice to have. And you can also fill up top, and then it's got this little thing you can
a little pump.
Yeah, if you need to pressurize it more.
Nice. And how many gallons is that?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 4 or 5 gallons. I can't remember off the top of my head.
So you would probably keep your drinking water separate.
Yeah,
and just
so I
use
got this tank here just for some extra water in case I need it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I see you've got some, are these, Max Tracks, right?
These are just knockoff brand, super cheap Amazon specials. I don't know if I'm going to keep these here because it's nice to kind of reach in and have access into it. So I'm not sure if I'll keep these here, but that's how I have it now.
Now, underneath, do you have any extra skid plating, any other modifications?
Not now, but
suspension?
as you can see, I already ordered some lower control arm skids. This side and that side, they got hit a little bit in Moab. Nothing too crazy, but I'm going to add some of that. Eventually, I'll probably add some more protection.
Yeah, so now that you've had this out at Moab, have you found any major issues with striking the rocks with this? How does it perform?
Not with the lift. Like I said, this is a Mopar 2-inch lift, they call it, but it's actually a 3-inch lift up front, a little over 2 in the back. So it gives you more than what they advertise. And with the 37-inch tires, it's been really good. I've had no issues going pretty much over anything. The only thing, obviously, since the Gladiator, it's long, some of those steep kind of rock climbs where it's just vertical, you do hit a little bit of a tow hitch, but
yeah, we definitely noticed because we had a Gladiator of our own for a good while.
Yep.
And we noticed that the departure angle and sometimes a breakover angle just because of how long it was.
And you can see here, I've already nicked up the bumper pretty good all over. But I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, so it's doing its job, and it hasn't hung up on anything, so I've been very happy with it.
Is your spare?
That's a 37-inch spare, fits perfectly fine.
Nice.
Under there.
That's actually awesome. It's not easy to fit a 37.
It is not. You got to push out
most trucks.
Yeah, there's a heat shield under there, and you just have to push it out just a little bit, and it will fit no problem. Most 37-inch tires, not all, but most of them do.
That's awesome. Yeah, so the hitch receiver doesn't get in the way or anything.
Yep.
Now let's take a quick look on the inside of this truck because I know you have a couple other additions here. So tell me about your roof.
So this is an awesome company. I've been really happy with them and the stuff that they've been making lately. It's called Invictus Off-Road. So they make these MOLLE panel grab handles you can store stuff on, and they also make these insulated kind of roof headliners. So it does add a little insulation. And one thing I really like about having that MOLLE panel is I've been able to put up my patches. So what my wife and I have decided to do is pretty much every national park we go to with the Jeep, we're putting up a national park patch up top, and then the next passenger side will be for the Badge of Honor Jeep trails. So kind of cool, just something to remember the stuff you did and the adventures. So really like that. And also in back, they also have a panel back there that adds where I put pretty much my radio, first aid kit, and wrench controller, all that sort of stuff back there. So it makes it nice, easy, quick access.
Nice, and it looks a lot better than just the plain factory
it looks
roof.
a lot. It adds a little bit of color, and it's great. They make so many different things, MOLLE panels for the back seats, for the rear. It's pretty awesome, all the stuff they make.
So looking under the hood here, I see a few things that aren't factory. Number one, this compressor.
Yeah, this is the ARB. It's just a single air compressor. And I have it lined up with a little chuck here, so it's easy to air up all 4 tires at once. And it's been working great. It's not the greatest for 37-inch tires. To fill up all 4 tires probably takes about 18 to 20 minutes.
Really? Okay.
So it's not terrible, but it takes a little bit of time compared to the dual compressor that you can get out there. But I didn't really want to spend the money and buy a separate mount. This mount is actually already in the Jeep, so it makes life easy and I didn't have to spend any extra money.
Nice. And then I see you also have this switch controller here.
Yeah, this is the Voe switch, and it's from Amazon. I think it's like $250. They have a couple different irritations of it, but it makes it look super factory inside, so I can wire up lights, the air compressor, all that. It makes it super easy.
Nice. Do you have any other plans for powertrain modifications? Anything else under the hood?
The V6, like I said, it's not the greatest engine in the world power-wise, but it's reliable, and I've been super happy with it so far. With that 8-speed transmission, it's very smooth.
So to wrap up our video here, tell me, what are your favorite things about this truck, and what are the couple things that you dislike?
The best thing about this truck is it can climb pretty much anything you want. It serves my purpose for overlanding, off-roading, rock crawling. It does everything great. I don't mind the length so much that some people do, but so it's been awesome for us. The one thing I probably dislike most is the backup camera lighting system. When you back up in dark situations, the lights back there don't light up at all. Oracle does make some backup lights that help with that, so I'll probably be adding those eventually, because at night you can't see much when you're backing up with the lights they have there now. But other than that, it would be nice to have a little more powerful engine, but this thing's reliable, so I've been super happy with it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you found a truck that fits you,
Yep.
and it just looks sweet. This is a awesome build, man.
Yep, thanks, appreciate it.
Anyways, go back to TFL Truck and TFL Car for more videos on awesome rides like this, and we'll see you in the next video.